All right, hey, sim fans, we are here at the booth, Winwing. Obviously, a huge deal, right? In our flight simming world. We've got our friend Tony, who we met back at FlightSimExpo last year in Vegas, and he's not only developing and heading up some of all this great products and that, but he's also a real pilot. Let me see if I can remember. My memory's not always great. But I think it's 7.
Resume. I got some long resume, so let's go.
Okay, so rated in the 7.3?
Yes.
7.5?
Yes.
7.6?
Yes.
And also first officer for a 777?
Yes. That's good.
Amazing. After all the orange whips, I'm amazed I got through that.
That's good, yeah. And a plus Embraer 170, 190s, of course. Yeah.
Man, so you've got a lot of knowledge, obviously. My first question, and actually we have better audio this time, because remember I had that boom from the thrustmaster?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they'll say, we can't hear Tony. We can't hear Tony. It's like, okay.
They didn't want to hear me. They wanted to hear you, brother. So, but yeah, no, it's great to be with you, and I appreciate it. I know you're super busy, but
no worries. Yeah.
You guys have taking the hardware and the peripherals and the controllers and all that to the next level. Okay. Obviously with the price points, and I know I saw your presentation yesterday, and I loved how you did the price, and then you cut it.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
Although I still want to know what the Boeing Yoke is going to be, the Taurus.
The good question. The problem is, it's not just the price of the Yoke. The issues that we're facing right now is the shipping cost, because that thing was heavy. It is so heavy. So we're trying to come up with a practical shipping method for our future customers before we can actually go on with the price. So yeah.
And actually, you know what? I wish everybody was that honest and would actually just take the time to not say something and then have to retract from it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So now, one of the things that many of us have been wondering, and I've been wondering, is how much does the Taurus Boeing Yoke weigh? Can you say?
No, I do not know that number.
Okay.
I don't know that number by heart. So we have to wait probably later until we can get closer to our release time. Then we'll have the specs coming out, and then we'll get everybody ready in that way.
Now, price point. Let's talk about price point, because you go around, for example, Delt, who's filming us right now. Thank you, Delt. But Delt has spent upwards of $4,000 or more for building a similar setup of what he can get for probably around $1,200 total from you. I might be off a little bit there. I did quick math. How do you do it? You said the R&D is already done. How do you get the price points where it is so it's affordable to all of us to get?
Yes. So actually, the flight sim hardware for the Winwing is just a small fraction of our business. Where our majoring component was, our major revenue stream was coming from the commercial level simulators. So we sold them to the flight training organizations, airlines, those kind of customers. Now, to B side of the business, so business to business side, actually the revenue and the profit was high enough that we can offset some of the costs in our commercial segments or the consumer market. When we're looking at the pricing policy, even if we hit the half point of what the average price of the hardware for the other companies, we are still profitable. So at that point, we're like, you know what? We're gonna do something. We're gonna help all those customers out there, and we're gonna help ourselves. Especially, I'm one of you. So I like the flight simulation since I was 16. So I'm 35 now. 19 years down the road, I'm still in this area. So yeah, and so I'm trying to convince my boss, and I try to convince our accounting departments so we can lower those prices and try to help everybody out.
Anything on that in terms of what you want to say in the shipping and ordering?
So yes, the shipping wise, actually we are trying to working with the Amazon right now. So our warehouse are in the West Coast and the East Coast. We're trying to stack them up, and working with Amazon at the same time. So eventually we will be selling the things on Amazon. Okay. Therefore, we are providing a much more reliable on the logistics side of the business, and a much more easier for our customers to return, replace, even repair for those products. So we are planning to ramp up all the deliveries, manufacturing, testing, R&D stuff, streamlining things by the end of the year. So we're looking at the peak capacity to be reached by the end of the year. So by 2026, next year when we came over to the Expo 26, I wish we were no longer answering the question, hey, when I'm gonna get this product. So my answer will be, hey, you know what, 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
You know, you put an order, it's gonna ship right away. So that is our goal. That is our goal. Yeah.
Well, and the fact that you're looking at Amazon, that is amazing, because everybody's like on Amazon and that, and like you can see when you're going to get the product after you order it, and then that's smart. I love that. What got you into doing the force feedback stuff? I mean, what drove you to that? Because so many of us that are doing simming, a real pilot like yourself. I'm a real pilot. I'm just got my PPL. I'm not like you.
Congrats.
Yes, thank you. But the thing is like that feel is like what you miss when you're simulating.
That's right. So I think this has been our goal at the very beginning. Yeah, the force feedback technology. I think there is some problems with that technology. So we are I would not say forbidden, but we are not looking for that technology for a while. So the first force feedback joysticks that I had was the Microsoft Sideliners. That's like decades ago, right?
Yeah,
so,
right.
Yeah, and our goal was always to provide a good equivalence, close to real things into the reality, right? So close to real thing as much as possible. And so this year, finally, we'll be able to come up with the solutions with the Cyber Taurus things. And for me, it was like this is a major breakthrough in the technology-wise and the manufacturing, all those logistics problems. And we're looking forward to give the product to the public. So it has been our goal since very beginning of this business.
Oh, it has been.
Yeah, we know it's gonna have some point down the road. We're gonna go into the force feedback things. So it's just a matter of time. So
awesome.
yeah.
Awesome. You've got you got a lot of stuff that's for both genres of like whether you're doing the combat simming like DCS you were doing, which you got to kill, by the way. I saw that you got the automatic, you got that. But we got all the joysticks. It's Microsoft Flight Simulator, and obviously X-Plane compatible, and then you got DCS. What is there a focus for any of the particular simulators, or is it just kind of an even thing?
I think it's going to be an even thing right now, and we're shifting our focus primarily to the commercial simulators right now. So we're looking at the flight simulators 2024, 2020s, and X-planes, and for the military outfit out there, I think it's reaching a peak at this point, and we're still looking for angles, still looking for newer products now. But our major focus will be on the commercial side of the business now, So, and just a portion of the capacities will be on the newer military simulator hardware side, but the majority is going to be on the simulator
That's
side.
awesome. Are there any plans on Winwing's gear like being FAA certified for like actually logging hours to some of that? I mean, I don't know if that's something you even investigate. So I'm just curious on that.
Okay, that's a really, really good question. Because on the business side, the Winwing had Chinese authorities on the level 5 FTDs.
Yeah.
We're making the Cessna product, making the Diamond product. As for the certified the equipment for the FAA wise, I think it's somewhere down the road, in the near future.
That's cool.
Yeah, so we'll try to pursue that route if we see any profitability, on that areas. Yeah,
that's great. So Tony, again, thank you for all you do. You guys bring this and you make it affordable. I think again the biggest thing is they're quality products. I use them. I have them. I love them.
Thank you.
I love the products. I mean, and I thank you for doing what you do and your passion and being an actual pilot that you can actually give into this development because you know it as a real life career.
That's right.
Yeah.
So just wanted to address our audience who are purchasing or who's waiting the deliveries of our product. We understand some of the products are taking longer time to it.
Sure.
And I wanted to address everybody, the issue, some of the problems are out of our control.
Right.
And some of those newer products, especially for newer products, if something went wrong in the testing phase of this thing, then we have to dump all the materials for that batch, and we're going to start that testing from the very beginning. And that test, especially for the strength test for those parts, takes time. So we can skip all those steps and dump everything into the market, but I think if the eventualities of the poor decisions gonna catch up to us and ruin our brain. So in that case, we're like, you know what? We're gonna redo the test. We're gonna do it right before we actually put the things into the market. So yeah, I will say with the capacity increase right now, most of the items will be available by the end of the year. If already it's been in a pre-order, I will say probably 1 to 3 months.
Okay.
And I appreciate everybody's patience to it. And yeah, we apologize for that delay. I know it's frustrating. We're working on it, and I know the situation will be improved. I make that promise. The situation will be improved by end of the year. End of the year.
Well, and I'm sure everybody really appreciates it out there because, but it's a testament to how many people want your products, right? They want Winwing stuff because it's good. They know it's good. They come over here and they're feeling it out. They're testing it out. You have one of the best booths of anyone out here because everybody's loving it. And we got to say thank you for doing what you do.
Thank you, Darren.
All right.
Thanks. Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Thanks you. Yeah,
you bet.
Thank you.
You bet.
Take care, guys. Bye.
Take care. Thank you.